playoffs, winning their third Turner Cup championship. There were no IHL All-Stars on that team. They were a hard-working, tight-knit bunch, led by the goaltending of Robbie Irons, the defense of Terry Pembroke and Cal Purinton, and the scoring of Wayne Ego, Jim Rychuk, Brian Walker, and Dean Sharametta. Like those last Cup winners, members of this year's Komets were passed over for All-Star recognition, but they're a playoff team possessed. The sensational goaltending of Pokey Reddick has led the Komets to 11 straight postseason wins. And this overtime goal by Scott Brule put the K's just one victory away from quenching a 20-year Turner Cup thirst. Tonight, the Komets will try to finish off San Diego and complete their perfect playoff run. It's all coming up here on TV 33. And it is a jam-packed Memorial Coliseum, 8,103 strong, wearing orange and black, have filled the jungle tonight, looking for their Fort Wayne Komets to complete their 20-year thirst for the Turner Cup. The Komets going for their third consecutive sweep here in the postseason, and oh, so sweet this would be. If the Komets win tonight, they'll close out a perfect postseason run. It would be 12-0, only the second team ever in the history of minor league hockey to turn that trick. The Hershey Bears did it back in the late 80s with the American Hockey League, and of course the Komets are trying to do it against a team that won 62 regular season games. They were the cream of the crop of the IHL during regular season play, the San Diego Gulls. The Komets did not beat San Diego in 5 tries in the regular season, but this is typical of what it's like when you get into postseason play. When it's playoff time, it is indeed the second season. The Komets have rolled by the Gulls, winning the first 3 games by the scores of 7-1, 5-1, and then that thrilling overtime victory Wednesday night here at the Coliseum. Scotty Gruel scored the overtime goal. The wily veteran with that snapshot off the pipe some 11 minutes into the extra period, giving the Komets the 3-2 victory and putting them in position where they are just one victory away from sipping champagne. Running the starting goal, let's join PA announcer Jim Anstutz. And number 17, J.M. John Mark Richard. At left wing, number 8, Ian Boyce. At right wing, number 15, Peter Hankinson. At center, number 21, Lee Harley Davidson. The equipment manager, Kurt Skinner. The trainer, Joe Franke. Assistant, Claude Noel. Associate coach, Derek Gray. And the coach of the Komets, Al Sims. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems, played by Jack Lose, sung by Tom, the puck stops here, Didier.
The starting lineups for these two clubs as we have them ready to go here, if we can kind of get it settled down. Glenn Malarchuk gets the start in nets, with Johnny Anderson up on the forward line, along with Hubie McDonough and Daniel Shank. Defensively, it'll be Dale Degree and Don McSween. For the Fort Wayne Komets, who else? Pokey Reddick starting in goal for the Komets. Defensively, it'll be Kerry Lusick and John Mark Richard. On the forward line, Peter Hankinson, Lee Davidson, and Ian Boyce. And that's the way we draw the line. Nothing has changed from the other night, and let's hope that nothing changes from the other night, and we maintain just exactly what we have, Robbie.
Well, again, the first 5 minutes of this game got to be very, very important to San Diego. They, number one, have to get the crowd out of the game. They've got to come out fast. They've got to be able to get a good start off, and they've got to try to establish themselves that they're here to play hockey. The Komets, of course, on the other hand, they want to keep them at bay so that San Diego does not get off to a big jump, and they can hold them and get back into their game mode, their skating, their checking game, and take over with a couple of breaks. Here we go.
On the face-off. Here we come to the line. Picked up by the Komets. John Mark Richard over center. Backhands it all the way and right up into the crowd, in fact. Steve Welcon is the referee here tonight. Scott Holberg and Mark Hahn are the linesmen, but Welcon was the guy who was aware of how it was, and I'm sure he'll be prepared for how it could be. Maybe it's just a good move that this guy came along, because after it got out of control, he started to deal it out. Right now, everything quiet. We just get this one underway. Here they come to center ice. Komets on the play. Over the line, it is turned nicely into their own. It is a drive on the net right off the net, but apparently we had an offside call on the play. Nobody heard the whistle.
They've called a penalty already. Walking right now. Lucic going to the penalty box on a high stick, and I didn't even see it other than Lucic moved the puck up. San Diego come charging across after him. Lucic got the stick up a little high, drew the 2 minutes for high stick it, and we got a quick San Diego penalty power play at the 14-second mark. So we talked about quick start by San Diego. Power plays can do it. And on the other hand, the strength of the Komets getting them going and getting them in the game early has been their penalty killing when they get the inspiration and they kill it off and downgrade hockey teams very quickly.
All right, here we come with that face-off just outside the San Diego line. Ian Boyce looks toward the draw. Back it comes. Boise got a chunk of that, couldn't hold it. Still deep on the zone as Boyce keeping on a little forward pressure. Up in the zone they come and start back out of the zone. All the way to center. Shank cruising down the right wing, off the boards, all the way behind the net. In goes John Anderson. Can't get to the puck. Trying to get it out front. Broken up one time. All the way at the point. A drive wide of the net as McDonough was standing in front. It went the other way. Now McDonough trying to move it out at the point to Gray. All the way cross point. McSween couldn't pick it up. Around behind the net. Anderson's got it. Anderson to McDonough. McDonough coming up front. A drive. Oh, and Anderson went by the rebound.
Save.
And unable to clear the puck that time was the Komet winger, but it's Hank. Can't get to it. Anderson right corner coming up high. Anderson back in the corner now. Picked up on Schwank. Schwank going deep to McDonough. Anderson going to the net. Here comes McDonough to McSween. Right back into the corner. Komets have it. Now it is Wilkie who drives it the length of the ring. Patience that time. Covered their country. Let it play. Got the puck in the slot. Less than a minute to go on the power play. Here comes McSween one more time, coming to center, drives it, look out off the glass, high to the far side, right out in front of the net, look out, coming short side, can't get the play, knocked down in front of the net, still no play, trying to wrap the other side, right through the goal crease, and missing it was Arneal. Komets, look out as Dave Smith is nailed on the play, back out of the zone it comes, all the way right side, here's Swank, right to the side of the net, Pokey's got it, it flew loose, the whistle blows.
San Diego go jamming into the goal crease and trying to jam Pokey, roll over on top of him, and the Komet defense hurried to get in there and wrestle him off the play. But Pokey made one big save right in the goal crease where the puck was cleared. A stick got on and a good shot. Pokey kicked the pad out, made a good right in the crease save on the play. Big shots Pokey's had, two big saves.
Squirted right out around the corner and went back in. Pokey with the presence of knowing where the puck was. And boy, as soon as he got out of the goal crease, they jumped right on him.
Well, San Diego right now being much more aggressive around the Komet net. When they realize they shoot the puck, they all of a sudden charge the net trying to get the rebound. 3 shots so far by San Diego, and they only had 8 in the first 2 periods last game. So you can tell they're coming out firing this game.
All right, we have 32 seconds left in the power play to San Diego. Kenny Hodge back in the faceoff circle now against Davidson. Off to the left to Reddick. Here we come. As up the zone it comes at the point. Turner a drive. Look out. Pokey got a save. Oh, what a save. What a save Reddick had that time. Unbelievable. Here go the Komets. On the zone. Davey Smith heading for the line. He looks. Oh, in front of the net after it. Davidson couldn't cut it. Back they come. Still 16 seconds left. Smith forechecking. Going back in the corner with Rupp. He's got the puck. He ties it up. He holds it. He burns more time off the clock. Smitty's still burning the clock. Still burning the clock. 3 seconds left. Here they come up again. All the way to center ice. Lindy Ruff at the line. Komets back full strength. This one dumped into the corner. And look out. Trying to get to the play. Shank off to the corner. Komets back. And it is all the way to center ice where it's knocked down by San Diego. Ruff now looking. Chased by Igor. Gets away from the check. Over center. Tipped into the Fort Wayne zone. Left behind the net. Richard coming back. Here's John Mark all the way to center. As he has run on the play. Into the corner goes Willett after the loose puck. Willie's in. Got a touch on it. In goes Hurd. Knocks it loose. No, they say what?
Icing.
They say icing. I thought maybe Willett had a chunk of that, but apparently never got a touch. 17-17 still to go. We're period number 1. The Komets in San Diego, Game 4 Turner Cup. Top McSween a drive wide of the net. Igor in the corner. Can't get to it. Holds his man. Hit from behind. Back comes Bob Wilkie now up the right side. He looks, gets away from one check, keeps coming with a puck. All the way out at center, and taking a look, was heard on the play, and it should be an offside call. None called on it. Here they come to the front of the net. Oh, great move again as the Komets come across. Wilkie at the net. Here they come one more time. Wide. All the way to the far corner. Get up. Now it's McDonald. He makes his man pay, and Pokey with the puck. And right through the goal crease goes another San Diego player. And Chapdelaine really went through there.
And McDonald all over one of the San Diego players right now. Getting pretty rough out there, Sam. But again, McDonald showing his aggressiveness and not letting San Diego push anybody around, being involved in all the plays around the goal net.
They got Perry Anderson out there to be aggressive on the play. But Chapdelaine went running through the goal crease right in on Pokey Reddick. And somebody just deflected him enough, and he went by him on the corner. We're 0-0, 16:36 to go. We're period one, shot 7-0 San Diego, and the Pokester is still handling the job.
And again, the first 5 shots on goal were on the power play San Diego had, but they've still kept the pressure on. They've had 2 more in the last 2 minutes. San Diego throwing everything they've got at the Komets right now.
All right, here we come into the corner. Richardson around behind the net, chased by Anderson. Up comes Scotty Gruel, taps to center. Here goes Savage on the way, trying to chase his man off the play. At the line, out at center, Scotty Gruel pumps it into the corner. High stick from Shank on the play as he puts it right up on Gruel's face. Back to the zone they come. It's all the way in, but McDonough's going to be offside on the play if he gets to it. Yep, they got him. It was either an offside or an icing, and take whatever you can. And right now,
Shank, I believe, was it?
Shank took a cheap shot.
Well, Shank's out there right now trying to give everybody else a cheap shot. And I believe it's a San Diego defense, but he got the first one.
Yeah, DeGray.
DeGray's going into the penalty box right away for 2 minutes, and Shank all of a sudden, he's trying to go after somebody else and trying to draw more penalties. The Komets keep their composure and grabbing onto each one of their own players and just saying, hey, we've got the advantage. Hold on, we're going to take advantage of this 2-minute power play. And as you mentioned before, the same referee here tonight, Steve Walken, he was the one that did the San Diego game. There were all kinds of penalties, and the Komets took big-time advantage of the power play opportunities in Saginaw to generate 7 goals.
All right, here we come now as conversation. Arneal talking to the referee. And I don't think he'll buy that either. Welkin has a mind of his own, and he threw a few of the boys out for too much talk, too. Got some 10-minute calls on him the other night. Right now, face-off just inside the San Diego line. And Walkin, where is he? Is there a light on someplace they want turned off? Yeah. Somebody's got a light on. Who in the world is that?
Somebody down there interviewing somebody because they've got a real bright light right now with the camera. So I don't know if it's one of the TV crews or it just happens to be a local person with a camera, but
they
requested them to turn the light off, which they have back to play inside the San Diego zone.
Couturier now holds on. Here's John Mark going wide right side. John Mark now looking right to the net in front. Turned aside. Back out comes Lindy Ruff trying to make the move. Coming to center now. Wilkie watching it fly. Deep in the corner comes McDonough. Wilkie is there. Wilkie runs, McDonough runs Wilkie off the play. They had a man out front of the net. Now it's still McDonough with a puck. Here he comes out at the point. A shot that's dropped. And tied up on the play, Couturier. Now the forechecker is going to be Savage, but it's picked up by McSween. Look out. Right into the Fort Wayne bench. So the faceoff stays inside the San Diego zone. And McDonough just slowly cruised, and he lulled Wilkie to sleep, and all of a sudden, 2 quick strides, nailed him to the board, stole the puck.
Well, you'd have to say right now, San Diego coming out very, very aggressive. They're forechecking, and they're trying to stop the Komets from setting up any plays, moving out of their own zone in any pattern at all, and it's working. They've already killed off 30 seconds of the Komets' first power play, and they're doing a good job right now. Face-off inside the San Diego zone. Face-off.
Here he comes up the near boards. He just decks whoever ran at him. He floored him. Here's Wilkie into the zone. All the way to the corner now. Picked up by Couturier. Couturier run hard by DeGray. Back in the corner. Gruel's got it. Scotty lost the puck. On the boards in the corner. Can't play. Back up they come. Savage knocks his man away. Out comes DeGray to center. DeGray to the line. Stops. Looks. Feeds off for McDonough. Picked up by Reddick. Turned off the near corner. On the boards. And again, Richardson takes his man. That drive. Reddick with a save. He hangs on. And right now, a little problem there between Chapdelaine and Couturier. But they'll solve that one in a hurry. 11:26 still to go. We're looking at period 1, 1-0 San Diego here on WoWo, Fort Wayne Komet Hockey.
soon as he sees Lambert winding up to shoot, Pokey just skates right at him and challenges him. Some goalies might have a problem doing that because if the shooter fakes and walks wide, the goalie can't recover. But Pokey's such a good skater, he's allowed to stay on his feet and then walk across.
Richard looking, they give him room to center ice. He pumps it into the far corner, came right to the side of the net. Off behind the goal. Back up it comes, kept into the zone nicely by David Smith. He's bumped off the play one time. Igor coming up top. John Mark trying to hold it in, which he does. Little high elbow. Willie's got it out front. Here we come again. All the way up top. John Mark, cross ring. Bobby O'Lar!
Here it is. Green shot from the point. Wilkie.
Somebody deflected it.
I don't know. It looks like they possibly could have, but the goaltender Melanchuk never even saw it. He waved at the referee as if somebody cut through the crease as he let fly Wilkie from the point. Top shelf Komets tied up on a power play goal at 9:04.
Here on WoWo, Komet Hockey.
Well, it looked like we heard some lumber there in front of the goal. Here's the announcement. Willa does get the goal on the tip in front. Wilkie will have an assist. And the second assist goes to Jean-Marc Richard. We are even up at 1-1 here. 10.5 minutes left in the open.
Back inside the San Diego zone. 1-1 is the score on the board, and that put the crowd back to the zone. Left side, McDonough looking for Anderson in front of the net. Couldn't find him. Now picked up by Shank. Shank trying to come out front. Knocked down far side. Komets try for it. Here they come. Rule on the boards. Taken away by Shank. Up front, Scotty's got it. And he gets it to neutral ice. He's hit hard on the top of the head. No play. Look out. Anderson shoots. Pokey hanging on. So the Komets weather that one. Komets have had 2 shots on goal, and that is all. San Diego starts to center to the Fort Wayne line. Tipped by one player. Here we go. Lambert deep in the zone. Takes his own man into the corner, but it is Lucic in to tie him up. And Lambert trying to pick his man. Instead, it's blocked. Back comes Willett. Here's Willie. Up to the boards. Look out. Where's it going to come? DeGray can't get by. And it is Richard holding his man down. And Richard's got him down, and away they go. Everybody making sure no extra traffic gets in. That'll be a one-on-one situation, as at that point in time, the guy who was the offender was Lambert, trying to rough it up, and it didn't work out too well, as he and John Mark will both take some time off.
And both of them collided in the corner behind the net. And of course, Lambert took out Richard to try to stop him from getting back to the play. They were both tangled up, and as Richard was trying to get away, Lambert grabbed onto him, and Richard threw a bit of a punch. Lambert retaliated, and I think we're going to see both of them in the penalty box, hopefully for the Komets, and of course Richard only 2 minutes for roughing, and we'll see if that's what we are at this point. Face-off still deep in the Komet zone, 8:33 to go here, tie score of 1.
Couple of roughing calls is what they're going to get. Minor penalties apiece.
Good call by the referee on
each
that.
team skating now 1 man shy. 8:33 still left here in period number 1. We're tied at 1-1, and the face-off still stays in the... And they back up on Hank when they see him coming. Peter still keeps moving with it. Now looking, where is he going with it this time? Whoa, feeds it back to Wilkie as Hankinson is taken off hard by Shank. And he nails Shank, and he's got a penalty coming. All right.
Shank pinned Hankinson against the board as Hankinson was trying to go down, and at the last second, as Shank just gave him a shove, retaliated, and right now he's having trouble with the referee, Holberg, and Shank give Holberg a bit of a shove, and we could see a 10-minute misconduct on top of it.
11:45.
Well, he's one of the inspirational guys of this San Diego team. He's always cheap shotting out there, but he's always going, always creating a lot of problems for the Komets. You take him out of the game, you take one of the tough guys or one of the rough guys out of the game, and it's one less player the Komets have to worry about.
On a night like this with a dumb trick he pulled, I'm sure they're got to be wondering why they didn't put Maxey in the lineup, because that's usually what happens when Shank's in, Maxey's out. And if I was going to worry about somebody breaking it up, I'd worry a lot more about Maxey Middendorf. than I would Shank in terms of being a polished hockey player.
Exactly, and this referee establishing himself very early. He's letting these players know that he's not taking anything from them. He's already established that he won't take high stick penalties. He's already established he won't take any mouth and off. Play hockey, guys.
Here we come. Komets with a man advantage as it's going to be Couturier now. Back to Bob Wilkie. Wilkie at the line. Here he goes into the zone. Now he's got a piece of it. Goes wide right side. Still has some room. Feeds off to Couturier. Oh, come on. Wilkie was in a fog. Never even looked for it to come back to him. Now Richardson on the move. Here goes Grant to the line. Into the zone. Drops it off out top. Couturier. In he goes. Wilkie's got it back. Feeds off. Second man. Here's Richardson. Off in front of the net. It went wide. And Savage had come to the corner, but he just didn't get a piece of the puck as he went through the goal mouth. Komets coming back again. Nice wide open ice, man. Where's Igor now? Here they come. Back to center. Richardson on his way. He's got Savvy behind the net. Feeds it off to Wilkie right side. Wilkie back into the corner to Richardson. Here comes Rich. Back to Couturier. Back to Rich. He has to go behind the net. Now picks it up. He's behind. Getting close. Out front it comes. Savvy fires. Rebound. Who's got it? Savvy had that. Can he play it? Wilkie has to come to center ice for it. Now here we come again. Wilkie looking around, going deep. One-man forechecking. Up the middle to Savage. Almost gave it away, but here comes Hurt. Hersey fires it. All right, here we come. Scramble at the goal mouth, and Malarchuk makes the save as they come in with a great big spot and a lot of pressure right off the bat with a power play in that particular zone.
Dave Smith and, of course, Igor right in there on the puck. Malarchuk holding on the goal crease. Puck popped loose for a second, and Igor jumped in very quickly. And, of course, you're always going to see Dave Smith in there mucking it up. And he creates a lot of problems for the San Diego defenseman. Fortunately for them, they were able to freeze onto the puck. Face-off still deep in San Diego zone. Still a two-man advantage for the Komets for 21 seconds. And they still got lots of time to move the puck around. Wilkie out there. Dave Smith and Igor Shibarev with Richard back on the point. Face-off deep in San Diego zone.
Wilkie got some big goals for Adirondack throughout the year as well as in the playoffs. I should say for Hershey. Here they come around the far boards, and it is Richardson. Can't catch up with it as they just loaded one side and finally cleared it out. Here comes Grant back on his own. He's flying. In he goes. Took the man right with him on the play. It was DeGray. And I'm sure DeGray wasn't too appreciative of that. Nobody was following, though, to pick it up. They're looking at time. Now they still have 19 seconds in the Fort Wayne power play. Up the middle to Willett. Here goes Paul. Inside the zone. It is Smith right up on the shoulder. Back in the corner. Here they come. Out at center ice. Komets have to follow it at their own line. Now Richardson going deep. Cross rink it comes nicely to Bob Wilkie. Wilkie now taking a look. Fakes the shot. Give it to him. No, he didn't. He had a man. All he had to do was play it. He's going to lose it. I knew it. Waited around. He had a good man break and couldn't get to him. McDonough chased off the puck in the corner. It is Igor. Igor has it moved loose. Now who's got it? Up the near side. Here they come, trying to kick it out of the zone. They can't get it out yet. Now it's Smith down deep. As in goes Willett, checking his man off the play. Here they come as Dave Smith mucking it up on the boards. Can't get to it. Down he goes. Willie's got it now. Back up. Taken away. Down in the corner. Man out front. Loose man is McSween. Can't get to him. Here's the drive as they go across the goal mouth. Arneal. Far side McSween back in the corner. Round they come behind the net. Who did they get? This
penalty in front of the net, I believe. Richardson. Interference. Komets running around a lot and just couldn't get possession of the puck and get it out. San Diego hustling very well, making movement on the puck. Finally, I think Richardson drew the penalty in front of the net. He ended up losing his stick, and he had to grab onto somebody. Otherwise, they would have got a clear shot on net. Komets going to be a man short here. Richardson in for 2 minutes for interference.
You know, you get into a situation and you look again where they were 2 feet from the blue line. A little dump would have put it in safe territory. They tried to control it in their own end, and they were checking them so hard. And everybody pinching so hard, you gotta throw it out when you possibly can and let them start over. All the way up top, DeGray can't fire it. Hey, and in front was Anderson, couldn't play it. And Hankinson couldn't get it out again. Hank should have taken a moment that time. He wanted to get rid of it. Here we come, DeGray, another great save. As Pokey puts it right up in the crowd. Now he looks. Here's another one, and Pokey with another save. And Lambert taking a poke at Reddick when he was down with a stick. Looking out, it comes all the way to DeGray at the point again. DeGray coming up top. Feeds it down right side, now deep in the corner to McDonough. McDonough looking. He's got it back on the point, now deep in the corner to Arneal. Arneal run off hard. All the way far corner, McSween. Arneal trying to come up front. McKegney's out in front of the net right now. They couldn't get the pass out to him. And Arneal going all the way up the right side to McDonough. Back to Arneal. They get a shot. Here it is. Scramble, rebound. Reddick's got it and hangs on.
Good defensive play. Lucic forcing the play, and Bob Wilkie standing right in front, not giving the shooter any angle at all. Pokey coming out, playing the shot into the pads, and then smothering the rebound. Good defensive play around the Komet net at this point.
1-1 the score on the board. 26 seconds still left in the power play to the San Diego Gulls. 3:58 still to go in period number 1. Game number 4, Turner Cup Championship play. The Fort Wayne Komets lead this series 3 games to none. Kenny Hodge back on the draw.
We're seeing a reverse in shots that we did in the game Wednesday night. 16 shots by San Diego, only 5 by the Komet.
Ian Boyce ready on the faceoff with Hodge. Boise gets the draw deep in the corner. Here comes John Mark. Up the near boards, kept in his zone. Boyce knocks his man loose. Up comes Ferner, all the way right side again. And back deep into the corner, can't play it. As it is Hodge putting it in the corner, out front. Oh, a nice save, nice drive. And Hankinson takes the puck right away from the San Diego winger and clears it. He is so strong, and he's got such leverage, he just powered him right off the play. Back at full strength. Here we come. Up the line, San Diego, flipped all the way into the corner. John Mark's got it there, pumps it out of the zone, all the way by everybody it goes, no icing called. Deep into the zone, Mark Ferner picks it up. Savvy going in, chasing him off the play. Here comes Lindy Ruff. Back to center, knocked off the play by Gruel. Puck going deep into the corner. Who's got it? It is, whoops, pass back out. Look out up the middle. They fan on the play. Wide behind the net. Picked up by Wilkie. Wilkie now starts back out of the zone. Get onside. Way to go, Scotty. He did. Dumps it long into the zone.
Here we are.
Here we come. Wilkie.
Hey. About being patient and talk about getting some breaks. San Diego threw everything they had in the Komets. They had them pinned in. They generated 17 shots, a lot of them in the last 5 minutes of play. Komets being very patient. We talked about defensive mode. They stayed in it until they got a break. All of a sudden, Scotty Gruel makes a good play by staying onside at the red line, makes a clearing pass deflection, breaks Wilkie loose. He walks in all by himself. Puck, shelf, glove. Komets jump ahead 2-1.
How about that? Here on WoWo, Fort Wayne.
Chuck's glove. I wrote to the game tonight with Bob Wilkie, and he told me he felt great tonight. Said he got
Check up the line. McDonough going in wide left side to Arneal. Can't get it to the net as Lucic takes his man hard off the play. On the corner. Where's the puck?
They're all over Richard right now. They're trying to draw him into penalty.
They want John Mark bad, I'll tell you. They got to get him out of here.
Referee picking out a couple of numbers, and I would believe both are probably going to go for roughing, if any of them, and he's headed for the penalty box right now.
So let's see how they call it with 1:43 to go in period number 1. 2-1 Komets on WoWo Fort Wayne.
And San Diego just starts venting some frustration.
So there's a slash to the back of John Mark's leg. All he did was hold Hughie McDonough up in the corner. It seemed to be pretty harmless, but McDonough took exception to it. And here comes Arneal in to give John Mark a cross-check.
That last Komet goal in 17:05, Bob Wilkie, his 4th of the playoffs, the assist to Scotty Gruel and John Mark.
Look out. It is Lucic. Here goes Carey at the line. He looks. He fires. Save. Rebound. Smith. Another shot. Behind the net. Lucic can't get to it. DeGray hooks him. Can't play him. Up the boards they come. Kept behind the net. Buzzer sound. Period ends. 2-1 Komets. Here on WoWo. Fort Wayne Komets. Boards it comes. Arneal bumped off the play. Komets whistle it out. Can't get it there. Send it all the way far corner. Picked up there. Knocked down by Lambert. Can't get it to the front of the net as giving chases Lucic. Picks his man off nicely. He can't get to the play. Turn back into the corner. Look out, Pokey. He drops it off near side to get a man out front. Can't play him. Here they come all the way up top. Still can't make it. Now feeding it into the corner. Still can't play it. John Mark wheels it out. He couldn't get it out, but it's Ian Boyce who buries it. 20 seconds left in the power play. One more time. Here comes Larry Floyd again. Hard to center. Dave Smith got trapped, couldn't get there, but back he comes now as deep in the zone. Chapdelaine nailed by McDonald. Far boards. It is fired up the length of the rink, and where did it go? All the way back inside. And I mean, Richardson made sure nobody was going to touch that. That was 20 feet in the air all the way down the ring. All even Steven again. So here comes DeGray. DeGray to the line. Flips it through the defense. Deep into the corner. Riding hard. Schmale. Schmale nailed on the play. Far boards turned back into the corner. Schmale got it again. He is picked by one player. Out in front of the net. Knocked down. Komets are back. Here comes McDonald. Out ice to Savage, who just let it sit. But it is picked up nicely as Davidson drives it into the zone. Schmale took Savage off the play. Savvy's got him wrapped up a little bit, but he better be careful. Here they come to the line, wide left side as Ruff nailed on the near boards. Look out, Wilkie goes through. They got a man out in front of the net. Chapdelaine, nice save on the play. He got a backhander as Reddick got to it. Here they come, cleared all the way across rink up right side. McSween. McSween trying to get around, can't get it in the corner. Here's Willett. Willett out. No, it's center ice, picked up Komets. Igor taking a little look. Rags the puck in the neutral zone. Now he's got a little daylight. Here he comes into the zone. Left it loose. Willett couldn't get the pick. Back it comes. Lindy Ruff with a play. Komets recover. Back to check. Ruff keeps coming out to center. Ruff at the line. Drives it off the glass. All the way behind the net. Far corner. In it comes as Wilkie can't get to it. Willett now. Up the board. Igor tied up on a play, but here comes Paul Willett. Willett on his way. Almost a 3-on-2. Going to the line. In goes Igor all the way in front of the net. A backhander kicked out of there. As Malarchuk made the move, DeGray coming back out of the zone. Picked up and out to center it comes. Long shot, Floyd deep into the far corner. All the way into the boards. It's going to be Perry Anderson tied up on the puck. Look out! Up the near boards. It's hung on to. From the point, the shot. Great save, Reddick. Oh, and the Komets. It was Igor got his hand on it and almost knocked it back in front of his own net. Now DeGray going deep, chased off one time. Out it comes to center ice, lead pass to Anderson. He finds McDonough in the zone, but McDonough can't get by his man. Right to the side of the net, picked up, left boards, dug out hard. Ferner can't get to the play. Here the Komets now. Bingo, far boards, hey, and that time Couturier just didn't have enough steam to get to it. And Lucic going in hard, runs into his man. And Gruhl says, good time for an icing, and he was right as the Komets had no control of their zone.
Comet combinations out there mixed up again, and at this point here, Scotty saw a little bit of trouble. Just fired the puck down the ice, iced the puck, face off deep in the Comet zone.
16:44 to go in period. The net, but look out, they got it loose again. Coming up near side, McKegney wrapped it, couldn't play it. McSween all the way across the far side as Ian Boyce drives his man loose. In goes Hankinson, or Richardson now, can't get it again. Boyce trying to tie his man up. McKegney's got it in the corner. McKegney nailed hard. After it, Reddick and Pokey hanging on.
San Diego forechecking very strongly, taking out the Comet defense and picking up the loose puck. 3 guys in deep for San Diego, which we haven't seen in game 1, 2, or 3. And they're in there very aggressively, playing the body, forcing the Komets to have to get the whistles. Pokey getting banged a little bit. He's down, taking a little bit of a breather right now. Joe Franke coming out to see how he is.
So 16-10 still left, period 2, 2-1 in favor of the Fort Wayne Komets. Game 4 for the Turner Cup. The Komets with a 3-0 lead so far. Reddick down, the trainer Franke out taking a look at him. We'll know in a moment how things are going there, as it's going pretty rough down around the goal mouth. And they've been trying to take some pretty good shots at Pokey, and I didn't really see what happened that time. It looked as though he just went out in a scramble and grabbed it unless somebody nailed him with a stick while under cover.
Well, exactly. As he saw the Comet defense in a little bit of trouble, he went out of his crease, went down in through a scramble, and he possibly could have got a knee or a bang in the side of the head. And he's down right now. I don't think there's anything serious. Joe giving him a little pat in the back and a rub. So Pokey probably just take a little bit of rest, realizing that San Diego is throwing a lot at him right now. He may be giving his defense a little bit of a breather.
Which is not a bad idea at this particular point, and Pokey is prone to take a little extra time when necessary to see what he can do with it. Back up on his knees now as Joe Franke gets him up, and the fans react to that. Everybody gets pretty quiet when Pokey goes down and stays a while.
Well, again, he's had 20 saves so far tonight. Some big saves, of course, in the first period. San Diego coming out very strong this second period, and they're throwing everything they've got at him. Good, strong forechecking, and they're bottling the Komets up in their defensive zone.
All right, Pokster's back on his feet again. He's going to head back to work. Sets up shop at the office. And away we go with the face-off, staying in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Reddick. In the face-off again. It will be Kenny Hodge on the draw. Who's going into face-off against him? Nobody there at the moment. Now here we come with Dave Smith. Smitty on the draw. Here we come. Smith gets his man. Lusick around behind the net. Lusick off behind the net. Fires it up short side. Here we come. Nicely up the middle. Tip to center. Here we go. Scotty Gruel. In he goes. Looks. He fires at the front of the net. Malarchuk a save. And another one. Gruel nailed. Penalty call against San Diego.
Interference. Scotty had a good break, a good breakaway pass right from the defense of the Komets. Scotty got it. I don't think he had the jets to pour it on.
Scotty Gruel, Scotty over center. In he goes to the zone. Through the defense. He's out front. It came right up front. Nobody got to it. Here's John Mark. Put it on a stick. Fed to Bob Wilkie. Wilkie in the right corner now to Couturier. Back to Wilkie up right side. Wilkie looks, way high. Right up into the crowd. And Wilkie's disgusted with himself. What happened, he tried to nurse it and aim it. If he just cleared right on through it, he'd had a bullet going, but he tried to aim it, and it went high.
He was waiting for Gruel to get in front of the net, try to flip the pass into the center zone around the goal crease, hoping for a scramble or a deflection. And just then, McDonough got back to the point, and as Wilkie held up for that split second, McDonough got the stick, deflected out over the glass, forcing the face-off way up by the blue line, but still inside San Diego zone. Minute 30 to go in a power play.
Scotty's got to wonder what he has to do. He set Couturier up pretty good that time, I'll tell you. No problem on that one at all. That was a dandy, and Couturier just comes over center. Pumps it into the corner behind the net. Left by the goaltender, Malarchuk, near board. Kept in by Couturier. Back in the corner, fires it wide, all the way far side. And up they come again. John Mark holds it in the zone. John Mark's got it. Back up top to Couturier. Here he comes. At the net. Oh, did he surprise Malarchuk on that one? Up the near boards, McDonough. Now it's Floyd popping it out. Couturier knocked off the puck. In goes Savage. Couturier gets it back. Can't play it. They're reaching for it. Here's Savvy coming into the zone to Scotty Gruel. Back in the corner deep on the play and offside the call again. In the neutral zone. And what do we have here? McSween going in. What did he get? A double minor?
No, I believe a minor in front of the net.
That's
Interference
right.
he drew.
One guy coming out. That's what it amounts to. So it is power play time. Komets for 10 seconds, a two-man advantage. What can happen to this one? Couturier looking for the face-off. Couturier gets the draw. All the way cross rink into the zone. John Mark a drive. Whoa! Close call. John Mark's got a sneaky fast shot. Here he comes into the corner. Up front. Rebound shot.
Scored! Savage or Igor, but both of them, there was a scramble. Malarchuk made the first save. The puck popped loose. Two Komets went for the rebound. They got the puck underneath Malarchuk. Komets power play goal. Jump ahead 3-1, 13:50 to go. Lots of time to pour it on.
Maybe Igor got it. He looks pretty happy down there, but whoever got it, the happy time is the Komets did get it. Willett picked up a power play. Wilkie picks up a power play. We're looking at 3-1, 13:50 to go. Period number 2 on Wowo.
Power play, 3-1 Komets, 13:45 to go in the second period.
That's textbook hockey right there, Ken. Perfect execution.
And sixth of the playoffs, number 29.
Oh, and there'll be another San Diego penalty.
Pokey's down, too. That was a big hit.
Well, net is just playing a cheap shot.
That's unbelievable. Pokey came out to play the puck sharply and just ran him right over. He was totally vulnerable because he had his arms fully extended as he was shooting the puck out of the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, I heard about it from the first game, and of course you were there. It absolutely amazes me how a team can win 62 games and have the talent of the San Diego Gulls and absolutely play such garbage hockey. I'm just going to say it. This is garbage hockey. They're being beaten by a team that just wants it more. I mean, you're part of the Komets.
He's down, and he's moving his legs in a lot of pain down there. Could be a tough break for the Komets at this point. Igor getting his 6th goal on a power play. We haven't heard the assist yet, but again, the Komets jumping ahead. Power play goal, their second power play, a 3-1 lead. 13:31 to go, second period.
Chapdelaine, we know, has a charge so far. I saw that come out. Let's see what else he might have and what's going to happen to him. There's conversation galore as Ruff now trying to talk to the referee. Here we come. No, 6.
right now. We got to get Pokey up, though.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a case I've been watching, and if Dave Gagnon has to come in and play, you're going to be surprised. This kid has been ready for this for a long, long time. You get a crack at somebody like that, and when you take it, that was a real cheap shot from start to finish. It was a play-action cheap shot. It wasn't as bad as the 100 threw on the other day, but, I mean, this was, you come out, you're fair game, but also you've got to use a little noodle when you go after him. Chapdelaine ran him from 25 feet.
Well, again, all you can expect is that Rick Dudley, the coach of San Diego, after the first period of Pokey making 16, 17 saves, they had to be shaking their heads at Pokey, saying, hey, we got to keep firing at him, we got to keep putting pressure on him. And I think the word, other than a coach ever saying it, is saying, let's get him out of the game any way we can. And Chapdelaine saw an opportunity to give him a run after they were down 3-1. His frustrations let loose. He gave Pokey the cheap shot. Pokey down, but he's up on his knees right now. And if anything, I don't think he hit the boards or anything. He probably just took it and got the wind knocked out of him.
It was body to body.
And took a bit of a jolt. So the problem with a goaltender taking a body check, obviously, is he's not expecting it. He doesn't have the equipment to protect himself, and he's playing the puck without expecting the shot, and it's just a good, solid body check that knocks the wind out of you normally.
Holmster's back on his feet. He's getting himself a little walk around, and Pokey has a little penchant about a bit of the dramatic, and that's not all bad. I mean, you had to know he was hurt because that kid was big, and he just walked into him and upended him.
Well, whether it's dramatic or not, I mean, a goaltender gets the opportunity when he gets injured. He's got to continue to play. You've got to get up in your eyes, your head. You've got to get the dizziness and the cobwebs out. You've got to stop that puck in another split second. So at this point, Pokey making sure he's ready. Joe Franke questioning him. He says he's ready to go. He'll give the referee the nod, and away we go. Komets' third goal scored by Igor, again by Couture, the assist, and Richard.
Who got the assist?
Couture and Richard getting the assist.
Couturier and Richard, the two Frenchmen, get in on this one.
That's what I said, Couturier.
Couturier, that's right. And how about that for International League? Two Frenchmen and a Russian, eh? All right, the Komets now have a 5-minute power play. What are they going to do with it? Keep the puck away from Pokey for a while. Here we come, ready to go. Out at center ice, it's going to be UB McDonough. Komets get the face-off. Whoa, look out. Wilkie just gives it right back to San Diego. Here they come into the zone. Komets trying to steal it. Almost stolen by Gruel. Here they come up the middle. All the way back in the Komet corner. All right, here we come. Look out. Get behind the net, John Mark. Here we come. Back up ice. Komets with that 5-minute power play. Going to the line. Firing it off the boards. Around the glass. Right out front. Up it comes. Bad bounce, and McDonough went right to it. Come on, guys. Arneal going on a cruise back there as John Mark is taking a look. Up the near boards to Gruel. Cross rink to pass to Wilkie. Wilkie into the zone nicely. Smith, a drive off behind the net. Missed everything, and McDonough comes up with a puck. Looks for help, doesn't have it, says, let's go. He's got a man in behind the D. Ref going deep in the corner. He looks. He has it broken up. Here comes Gruel. Back up for the Komets. Picked up there as Gruel rubbed off the play. Arneal. Back come the Komets. Let's go, guys. 5-minute penalties sometimes are the worst thing in the world for a power play. You think you got all the time in the world, and you just don't get it. Look at this. Here we come. We're going to screw around with it and lose it. Now Willett throws it away at the line. Can they get to it? Here it goes. They drive, and Reddick with a save, and the Komets just loose as a goose. Let's get on this thing. Come on, Igor, coast to coast. Gave it away again. Here.
Penalty coming up. Looks like Willett going to go.
Unbelievable.
Slash and retaliation. Willett took a bit of a check in the corner. Laid a little lumber back on the San Diego player, drawing a slashing penalty, and that'll pretty well nullify a part of the power play. But again, as you mentioned, at this point of the game, the Komets up 3-1. They got a 5-minute power play advantage. They're still in that defensive spot of Al Sims saying, hey guys, keep it tight, checking. We don't need to score a lot of goals to win hockey games. They don't want to open this thing up. All of a sudden, San Diego gets a break. They throw everything at them. They tire themselves out. They're playing the clock a little bit. You don't like to see that, but with a 3-1 lead, 5 minutes early still in this hockey game, they were playing the clock a bit.
At a bad time when they got everybody up and one man back, everybody looking to get the move on. Here they come into the zone, and the break coming to the Komet line. Offside is the call made as John Anderson was the guy who was going after the puck. and that's the one guy I don't want to see walking in on my goaltender.
Well, now you've got 4 against 4 out there, and that leaves a lot of room for players to skate. You're going to see a guy like John Anderson floating around the red line hoping for a breakaway pass, and if he gets the clear shot, he's the dangerous guy that can pull the trigger and put a hockey game back real close very quickly.
11:56 to go in this second period. Both teams at equal strength. Komets with a 3-1 lead. Lee Davidson to draw against Kenny Hodge inside the San Diego zone. Davey now trying to get it out. Here we come. Nobody. There's just that little hesitation at times on assignments. Came loose. Komets getting deep in their zone again. All the way up at center. Here goes Lucic. Here's Lucic around the D. Slides it deep into the corner. Picked up by the goaltender. Here's Davidson with it. Front of the net. Here we are. Shot. Oh, what a save. As Richardson was there. Here they come back up ice. Go hard. Go hard. At the line. McSween still has it. Can't get the offside. The call finally made. Whoa, was that a close call. As the Komets that time got deep. Missed the pass on the play. Richardson with a perfect opportunity to put it away. That's not the right place for a defenseman to be, Russ.
No, it isn't, but give Lucic a lot of credit. He stood up in the blue line, forced San Diego to make that little zigzag, forcing the offside. And again, it just seems a combination of great plays all the way along. If one player makes a bad check, somebody's there to back him up, and Lucic at that time made a great defensive play to force the offside.
We have some conversation on other interviews we've done tonight, and every player has had some great things to say about Lucic, saying, you know, the guy's not a flash, but he's so solid, he's so straight, he covers his territory, doesn't overextend himself, and he always knows where to move the puck. Here we go now as San Diego, Cernich back to his own blue line. 4-on-4, we don't want to get it too tight. Here they come up the near boards, broken up one time. Through it comes, and a penalty call. And into the corner, McKegney, he shoots. Pokey holding it out the far boards, and that will take care of that. And the holding call, and the Komets are screwing around at this point in time, and they're just laying off a little too hard, trying to grab. And they got trapped that time and had no way out of it, but they got burned.
Wilkie.
Eight. Whips it out. Can't get it out. DeGray knocks it down again. Here they come at the line. DeGray feeds left corner. Man in front of the net. Here he goes all the way around behind the goal. Knocked down again by the Komets as it is Boyce, far boards. Boise on the near side. It comes, kicked loose. Picked up by Boyce. Can't get it out of the zone. Deep in the corner they come. They hold the triangle up, though. Here goes Ian. Back in the corner again. Boise can't play it. Komets coming up with a puck. A trip on the play. No call. Back up they come one more time. All the way up top. DeGray with a drive. Knockdown. Komets sweep it out. It's Ian Boyce.
Quick line change for the Komets.
So Richard coming out with McDonald and Davison. And in 20 seconds, we'll be back to even Steven. Here they come again. Ruff coming to the line. And he goes wide all the way through McDonald. The drive. Oh, and a rebound up the far side. Ruff now up top one more time. McDonough back to Ruff, right side to DeGray. His drive. Reddick with another save on the boards. It is Davidson who clears it length to the ring. All right, we're back to even Steven, at least for this point. They're picking him as McDonough goes in wide right. Trying to get behind the D. Can't get around. Look out. Got a man up as Anderson just kind of floats around from left side to right side. Here he is in the corner, behind the net. Left it there. Who's got it? McDonough picks it up. Run off by Richard. Puck is loose. McDonough back with it again. Picked up one more time. Man coming up the slot. Ferner can't get to the play. Ferner knocked into the goalpost now by Davidson. All the way far boards with still 22 seconds left on it. Here they come down in front of the net as DeGray couldn't get it. It went wide. Who's got this one? John Mark coming to the line. Tips it out. Here goes Hankinson on his way. Hank taking a look. Here he goes around in front of the net. Spins away. He is positively tied up. Knocked down on it. Up they come one more time. Hank gets up. On they come. Arneal coming to the line. Komets now back at full strength. Foot drive wide behind the net. Who picks it up? Held into the zone, deep right side to the corner. Richardson drives his man off. In comes Lucic. Breaks it up. Gruel in the boards in the corner. Mucking it up. And it's Grant Richardson with the puck. Pops it up the near boards and off the dash. Look out, Scotty. Back in the corner. Good move there. Here's Richardson all the way behind the net. The forechecker on the play was Schmale. Back out it comes to Lucic. Lucic by one man, still holding it as Carey flips the soft one inside the San Diego zone. Malarchuk behind the net. In goes Savage. Couldn't get to the puck. Schmale coming back with it. Drives it up the boards. Kept in by Wilkie. Wilkie bumped, turned it back in the corner one more time. Hanging on now is Gruel. Savvy trying to turn it behind the net. Can't get it. Up the near boards. Held in again. This time, Wilkie driving to the money. Here we come. Gruel a shot on the money. Picked up up in front. Back up it comes again. Wilkie's got it to Gruel. Scotty shoots again. Turned off right side. Here's Gruel in front of the net to Savvy. Savvy now pulled off the play. On the corner. Still can't get it. Scotty's got it back again. Can't hold it. Here they come. Schmale on his way to the line. Man wide right side is going to be Perry Anderson, but it's the Komets. Grant Richardson back up ice again. Rich on his way to the line. He's up front. He fires. It's blocked. Rich has to come out. Man wide. Perry Anderson. After him is Richard. They got him held up in the nick of time. Can't play it. Komets are back. Back comes Couturier. Up ice to Igor. Igor into the zone. Shoots! Oh! Right through the corner. Back out they come. Perry Anderson one more time. Wheels it out to center ice. Fired long into the Fort Wayne corner. After it is going to be the Komets. And nailed was Lusick. Off behind the net. Wilkie around the far boards. Richard goes in, takes Anderson off the play. Hey, Willett tried to get it up. Look out in front of the net. There's a scramble. Reddick turns it away. Picked up again. All the way out. Lambert up top. Another drive. Front of the net. They scramble for the puck. Komets can't get it. Now they've got it. Kelly Hurd cools it down. Here comes Kelly. Lead pass. Good to Igor. Igor's got room. He's there. He's out front. He's pulled off the play. No penalty called. And it is Willett again. Out front. He got the shot. He's knocked down. Here comes San Diego out the center. And Berner on the play. Fort Wayne zone. Knocked down wide. They're going to stay offside. Hurd dumping it back out to neutral ice. Picked up by Lambert. His drive kicked out by Reddick. Rebounded by Hurd. Hurd dumps it out at neutral ice. Knocked down by San Diego. Cross rink McSween. McSween off on the far board. Into the corner goes Cernich. Cernich can't play it. Here we come with Dupuis. Up the near boards. Left in again. Dupuis trying to knock it down. Back come the Komets. And up around the far boards. Kept in again by Arneal. Off behind the goal. Picked up far boards by McSwain. Up top drive. Save. Reddick. Rebound. Turned to the corner nicely. Defensive. Great move there. Now Lusick on the near boards. Arneal coming up with a puck. Can't get to it. Lusick on the near boards. In he goes. Trying to tie it up with McSwain. Down goes Lusick. Puck came loose. Here's Boyce. Can't get to it. Boise on the near boards. And they battle for the puck. In again goes Lusick trying to tie his man up. Puck squirts loose again. Up they come. Knocked down once by the Komets. Can't play it. Up top they come. Trying to move into the zone. Front of the net. Komets have it. Here goes Kelly Hurd. Penalty call. Komets.
Komets doing everything they could in the world to try to get a whistle, trying to dive on it, freeze it, do everything they could. San Diego finally popped it out and forced the player, I believe it was Lusick, to grab on.
Back up again as in it comes nicely as back checking hard was Boyce. Here they come with Floyd now. Into the zone he comes. Takes a look up top. Floyd to the corner. All the way up to DeGray. All the way to the right corner now to Anderson. Anderson back out. Picks his man. Came to the front of the net. Reddick's got it. That one bounced high in the air. Pokey was on one leg. Turned around, laying into goal crease. He came back on 2 feet and pounced on it.
Well, a shot from the point looked innocent, and McKechnie was standing in front. He got a piece of it, deflected. Pokey was able to get a piece. Grab the rebound again. A big, big save.
Here on WoWo, Fort Wayne.
John Mark pressures along the wall, and there goes Dave Smith to pressure the puck, which Hodge had, and Hodge just wristed it before he got hit by Smith. Threw it on net, and you never know what can happen.
And McSween to the line, bumps it off the far boards. Around the net it comes as Boyce in, takes Arneal off the play. Boyce coming up front. Can he get to it? He does.
2 of them.
Here goes Hankinson. Boyce with him with no stick. Peter fires. Oh, barely. And nice move on the way by the bench. Somebody handed Boyce a stick. Look at Hank back in the corner. Still after the puck. Now picked up, and here comes Arneal. Out comes Davidson. Arneal coming to the line. To the zone. Turned wide offside. Good call. As dragging his foot just far enough was the big guy, Lambert, as he couldn't hold the line. 4:37 to go. We're period 2. We're 3-1. Komets on WoWo.
Talk about Fort Wayne sports. 8,100 fans here in the Coliseum. A packed house at Memorial Stadium of 6,000 plus almost 15,000 fans here at the complex tonight. And are they enjoying it at the ballpark? The Wizards lead South Bend in the 7th inning. 12.
Watch, you know,
Attacks in there.
Look out.
Oh, right at goal save. Pokey. Here they come again. Hankinson coming up. He's got Dave Smith with him. Feeds the puck to Smitty. Hey, Smitty had it poked off his stick. Up it comes. Smith trying to hook it. Boyce knocks his man off the play as McSween popped down. Komets get their line change. Up it comes on the near boards. Perry Anderson coming to McKechnie. McKechnie to the Fort Wayne line. Rubbed off the puck. Here comes John Mark at center. Turned nicely in by Couturier. DeGray behind the goal. After him goes Scotty Gruel. And the Komets had a man picked at the zone. Here comes Ruff. He tried the slap shot, and Scotty picked him up. Oh, and Pokey throws it back in a pile of people, but off behind the net. Arneal can't get to the puck. They're trying to get it out front. Can't do the job. Scotty Gruel trying it. He got it all the way back. It comes to center ice. One more time, less than a minute to go. As McDonough coming out over center as it's turned in by Richardson all the way back into the San Diego zone. DeGray with it again. Less than a minute. All the way to center ice. Here they come. And Igor that time stick checks it loose. Here comes DeGray again. Knocked down this time by high stick on that one, I'll tell you. Here they come around behind the net. Komets wait. Slow it down. 30 seconds left. Up it comes to Savvy. Out at center ice. Knocked down all the way back into the San Diego zone. Chasing it down there, Cord Cernich behind his net, starting back. Here they come with 20 seconds to the Fort Wayne line. Dumping it back into the defense again. Hurd on the near boards, takes his man. Lucic coming up the glass. What do we have? Icing called. So we'll face it off back inside the San Diego zone and on wowo.
Well, big break for the Komets here, Bobby. Pokey's always ready, but this one got by him, but he had a little help.
That got deflected, too, right in front by the offensive player for San Diego. Hankinson left the zone a bit early, and the defenseman made a great play keeping it in, got an excellent shot off. And as the San Diego forward went to the net, it just hit the shaft of the stick and squeaked by Pokey and hit the post. You gotta be good to be lucky and good at the same time, I guess, and you gotta be good to be lucky.
Just 14 seconds remain here in period 2.
Way back in the Fort Wayne zone. John Mark going back. One man coming hard. Here's Richard. Look out. Turns it loose. Buzzer. End of period 2. Komets 3. San Diego 1.
Everyone is so anticipatory. This is one of the great games of all time and one of the great teams of all time.
You know, I'll tell you, because there have been so many similarities made about this team and the team 20 years ago with number 20 and number 30, the character of the heart, the non-all-stars. I mean, it's scary.
It is good scary. I like to see this. At 3-1, I thought we had a little lapse there in the middle of the period. The 5-minute penalty hurt us more than it helped, I thought. I think we're getting it together, and Simsey has got their focus back, and this is going to be one wild 20 minutes. Hang on.
Bob, thanks for coming by. I know you still have some work to do.
Thanks a lot. My pleasure.
The voice of the Fort Wayne Komets, always at Radio Ringside. Bob Chase, happy he could stop by. And again, we've each got 20 minutes. We hope it's just 20 minutes more of work to do. And
it's really pumping now, I'll bet.
Well, as Ken Elliott mentioned, Elson has done a great job of being able to tell a player something and then follow his instructions. And that's exactly what he has to be doing in the dressing room right now. Keep himself, keep composed. You'll get him, play 20 minutes of hockey.
Here we come, the face-off. DeGray at center, drops it back through the zone. Long shot by McSween into the Fort Wayne corner. And they're going to be grabbing anything in an orange jersey now. Here's Lucic, good move. Up the boards it comes, out at center. Here's Davidson, lead pass to Hank. Hankinson going in. He fires wide, hanging on, Malarchuk. They'll take the whistle and take the face-off as Hank put that one on the money, and Malarchuk had to put the scoop on it and wait for the whistle. And the first face-off of the period is down inside the San Diego zone.
Good movement by the Komets. Richard getting a little split second to move the puck. Good clearing pass up the board. Komets clearing their zone very quickly. And Hankinson, of course, going in, making sure, firing the puck on the net, forcing the face-off deep in San Diego zone.
So it's going to be Sylvain Couturier back up front for the K's. Scotty Gruel, Joel Savage are the wings. John Mark, along with Kerry Lucic, the D. On the face-off, it's going to be Hodge on the draw with Couturier. Back in the corner it comes. Scotty trying to get a chunk of it. Far boards, here we come. Up ice now. Knocked down by John Mark. Held for a moment. Perry Anderson coming loose. Feeds to Hodge around behind the net. Look out. Far boards, in it comes. On the point. Who's got it now? Oh, Lucic has
Henley coming
hard from behind on the play. A cheap shot by Perry Anderson. He really ripped him.
Well, again, Lucic had his back to the play, had to play the puck on an icy call. And Anderson just come charging in and just give him a run. Referee calling the penalty immediately, and Lucic down on the ice. Joe Franke out there quickly.
And Kerry Lucic does not stay down. He gets up in a hurry. A real cheap shot that time by Anderson. That came at 35 seconds into period 3. So let's see how this one.
Players quite concerned. Savage all over, and Lucic getting up very slowly. But again, he's getting up, and there he goes by himself, skating to the bench. All right,
Louis back. That hurt. And Lucic just plain doesn't stay down for anything. But he took the number. And right now with a power play, that's what you can do best with the time you get and the advantage if we can make it click. as Lucic will get a chance to rest as the power play point men are back on, and that, of course, Richard and Wilkie. Up front for the Komets, Couturier at center. It will be Gruel and Savage on the wings. UB McDonough on the faceoff for San Diego just outside the Fort Wayne line. 3-1 Komets. Less than 20 minutes to go in Game 4. Back comes the faceoff to the Komets. John Mark's going to go deep. McDonough's going to chase him. Now he stops. Oops, look out. Gave it loose, but up comes Bob Wilkie now. Wilkie, lead pass too far away. Couldn't reach it, Couturier. Back it comes. They're going to monkey here and throw one away if they're not careful. They get so loose sometimes on the power play. Holy crow. They made it. Couturier into the zone. Here's Wilkie around the D. All the way around. Out front he came. Oh! Defensive move. Wilkie lost the puck. Here they come. Breakaway. Rough. In he goes to the line. Pulled off the play. Into the net he goes. And throws a foot into Reddick.
Well, Wilkie come charging back and cut Ruff off and knocked him down. He went sliding in, and Pokey went ramming into the goalpost, his leg in an awkward position. Took another big shot, and Pokey rolling around again. But I think he's all right on this one. He took a pretty good bump, but again, with all that equipment banging against the goalpost, I think he had a little bit of protection on that, but could have been a very dangerous play, and Polk down again, going to take his time.
And Ruff, of course, a big guy, went rolling in there as the defense trying to carry him off the puck. And apparently no penalty called. Pokey back up one more time. 3-1 the score, 18:49 to go, period number 3. And on
in the East Coast League, of course, we have Eldon Pokey Reddick. Get ready for this. The Raleigh Ice Caps have a goalie named Stan Smokey Reddick.
Yeah, that's right.
Pokey and Smokey.
Danny Lambert and Bob Wilkie played junior together, and they played with Smokey Reddick on Swift Current, Saskatchewan.
Down they go, dumping that puck deep inside the San Diego zone. Held in by Kelly Hurd. Hurdsy pulled up on the boards by McDonough. Behind the net it came, far side. Dave Smith after it. Here's Smitty, back in the corner to Igor. Igor away from one check. Out it comes at the point. Here it is to the side of the net. Off behind the goal, picked up by Smitty. Here's Dave Smith, off behind the net to Willett. Willett looking, nobody coming up. All the way up top to Kelly Hurd. And one time,
Here we are. Here we are.
Willett gets the goal.
Power play rebound.
Play again.
That's the one we were looking for. Another power play goal, the third for the Komets. Shot from the point, deflected, and again, Malarchuk got a good piece of it. It rolled through the open side of the crease. Willett there all by himself. Tipped it up over Malarchuk. Komets 4-1 lead. Big, big goal.
Robbie, you could see that goal coming because you knew Willett had so much time. Malarchuk was out of it. It was just pull the trigger, Willie.
Again, starting all from the point. Good shot, I believe, by Richardson. Good low shot. Malarchuk getting a piece of it. It almost went in from the rebound. And then, of course, Willett was able to charge in, get the rebound. Wide open side. Took his time. Bango, Komets 4-1.
And Willett is having quite a series here against San Diego. 4-1 Komets. Lee Davidson on the faceoff at center ice against Kenny Hodge. Here they come. McSween gets it back. Now it's Ian Boyce coming up the near boards. Popped out to center by Davidson. Back in the corner. Hankinson being held up and pulled down by Anderson. And they finally take the whistle. Hurd with an assist.
Richardson and Hurd both getting the assist. Hurd moving the puck out of the corner to Richardson, who let the shot go. And as we mentioned, the rebound, and then, of course, Willett.
As Guy Dupuis, who's on the ice, dumping it back in. Around behind the net. Gruel going deep, following his play. Up it comes. Savvy makes his move. Oops, they get away, and John Mark has to skate to the play. Fires it up, pop into the glass. Good move, as Dupuis committed way deep on the play, and he should have been coming back, and that's one of the problems they've had, is Guy is not as disciplined as the rest of them, and he got in deep trying to... Behind the net, it's Grant Richardson. Richie up the boards. Back it goes. Races on for the loose puck. And they just didn't play it, so they wave it off. Into the corner goes Savvy. Back
Penalty
in the corner.
up.
Penalty coming against Savage, I believe. Savvy takes 2 for slashing.
He got Ruff pretty quick. Now, whether he had to have missed the equipment on Ruff's arm, he's in a lot of pain, and Savage just went in and put the weight in the arm on him and give him a little bit of a slap. I didn't see anything illegal or anything like that, other than Ruff just threw his gloves up in the air. He's down in a lot of pain, and Ruff having the trainer come out there very quickly. Hopefully it's just 2 minutes, but he did not two-hand him or anything like that. He just laid the lumber on him a bit.
If anything, I thought Ruff was throwing the gloves off to go after Savage.
Right. Referee coming back over the penalty box, so I hope he's not going to think about giving him a major on this.
So we'll make the call on the play. And the face-off will be back outside the San Diego zone. Call.
Good call.
4-1, Komets lead. 16:36 left in this match. This is game 4 in the Turner Cup Championship round, and the Komets have a 3-0 lead in games. An early score from the West Coast we had was the LA Kings 1-0 over Toronto. We don't know where that was or what time. Hopefully we can get an update on that LA score a little later.
And talk about NHL, we just had our first octopus thrown out on the ice out there, and the rink attendant went out very bravely, grabbed it with his bare hands, and took it off the ice. And
Hankinson trying to keep his man into the play. Look out. Hank's got it. Now turns it in the corner. Lucic can't get it off behind the net. He knocks it down one time. In it comes John Mark up with a puck. Wheels it out of the zone. Here we go. Hankinson after the loose puck. But out of his net, Malarchuk. Now Malarchuk around behind the net. All the way to the far corner. It is Boyce who left it in. Hung on to. Boyce, he's still fighting for it in the corner. Hank got it back again. He got it again. Now he's got it. No, lost it. And Boyce coming back through one more time. Circling. Hankinson steals that one. He's after the puck. Can't get it. And Floyd had it. Hankinson is positively incredible. Well, I'll tell you, these guys want something, and they're after it. Here goes Floyd. Lugs it in. Turned off in the corner by Reddick. Look out! Heads up. As Lucic gets nailed one more time. They got a man up front. What a save as Reddick was there. Pokey out. Hanging on. Boy, the guy had his... Look at this. I mean, Boyce has had enough. As Lambert suckered him, he went after him and knocked him flat.
Well, as we mentioned before, the frustration of San Diego just showing on every one of their players. Pokey comes diving out. Lucic took a heck of a check. He had no stick. Pokey come out and helped him, grabbed on. And then Lambert, being in frustration, give a little shot to Richard. He pushed back. Boyce got involved. And we're going to get a couple of penalties here. Most likely both players would be the right thing at this point.
4:28 of the period. And
Lambert's going to go, and it looks like Richard is going to go.
Yeah. Richard, they'll both pick up rough.
Good call by the referee. He sees the frustration in San Diego, and even though San Diego's doing a little throwing punches and doing a little diving at this point, referee not being fooled.
So we'll take that one out of there.
Give Richard a well-deserved rest. Give him a full 2 minutes instead of his 30 seconds, but he sits on the bench. He's lost a lot of ice time tonight.
Right on. He has been working hard. 57 seconds still left in that power play, too. And on at cross rink, picked up there by McSwain. In he goes, fires it back in the corner. Grant Richardson. No, yes. It is. You can't get it out sometimes, you know that? Here we come. Loose man. Hodge a drive. Rebound out in front of the net. Can't get to it. Now Swain behind the net as Pokey got back in. Here we come. As in goes Igor. Makes the save. Out it comes to on the score. What a save, Reddick, that time. As they're really putting a buzz on. Here we come. Komets with Lucic all the way out. Putting it right back through the crease. They weather the power play, take the icing as back goes Ruff to play it. 14-17 left. We're period number 3, 4-1 Komets, and on wowo for Perry Anderson. Komets get it. Here they go around the far side. Up with it is Lucic all the way back into the zone. Races on. Boyce got it. He's in front of the net. Here he comes. Can't play it, but it is Hankinson. Out front they come.
Boyce taking a couple of shots in the goal crease. Still doesn't want to fight. Everybody now getting in it on right now. Was it Ruff? Yeah, it was Ruff and Boyce going at it in the goal crease.
They're trying to break up the combination. They know they got to get Boyce and Hankinson and these guys busted apart, or they're never going to do anything. They're positively caving them in. And they'll take whatever they have to break this group up and see if they can't get something going now.
Well, Boyce took the puck at the blue line in full stride. Had a bit of an angle to cut in on the goal crease. Defenseman made a good play by taking him down and sliding into the goaltender. No harm done. But then, of course, you got a couple of the cheap shots. Boyce come up and took another one in the side of the head. And then they both got into it. Penalty going right now to McGee, was it?
DeGray.
DeGray going in the penalty box right now, and Boise looks like he's going to go. Hopefully just 2 each for roughing.
So, time of that one, 6:46.
Good call. He gave DeGray the holding penalty, a pokey, trying to cut in front of the net.
Boyce takes 4. Whoa, we get a power play.
Good call. As we mentioned, I thought Boise, when he was cutting the net, DeGray made a pretty good play on him, take him out of the play. He didn't chop him or anything. He rode him down into the Milan truck, and they both collided. And at that point, I didn't see any penalties until DeGray gave Boise a cheap shot. Boise finally had enough, gave a shot back, but that drew the roughing. A good call for the Komets referee, calling San Diego very close and tight. 13-14 to go face off in the Komet zone. Ahead 4-1. They got Scotty Gruel out there, Couture, and of course Savage up in the forward line.
I mentioned this morning, I felt that if anybody got a lead of any degree, I hope they'd continue to play hockey, because that's what this is supposed to be, because these are tough times to throw out cheap shots. And I don't worry about the Fort Wayne Komets too much, but I sincerely worry about the San Diego Gulls. Here's Couturier ready for the draw against Hubie McDonough. And he's got it in the slot. Up it comes. Held in nicely. A drive. Wide.
Offside, he called.
No offside there.
Wilkie, it was real close. The linesman saying it was. Hand. Linesman out of Indianapolis calling it very close. Wilkie, of course, questioning him right now. Face-off coming just outside the San Diego zone. Almost a full 2 minutes to go in the power play. No harm done. Komets getting the regroup.
So here we come. It will be again Sly Couturier for the draw. Another beach ball coming out. A festive moment. Down a little bit. 8,154. Somebody sneaked in here tonight. What's going on? All right, here we come. All the way to the side. Scotty Gruel's taking it to the corner. Backhands it around behind the net. Smitty's there. Can't get to the play, but it's Savage cutting his man off at the pass. Out it comes on the zone. 2-on-2 as Ruff driving hard. Oh, they open up in the middle. Broken up nicely by John Mark. Smith with a bad wave at it. Here they come one more time. John Mark picks it up, coming to the line. Here he goes. Lead pass to Scotty Gruel. And he goes on the net. In front of the goal. Score!
Savage! Yeah! That's enough. They've got enough now. Great play at the blue line. Wilkie getting the puck up to Gruel. Scotty breaking in. He could have let the slap shot go. He hesitated. He saw Savage breaking down the right wing. Good pass over the defenseman's stick. And of course, Savage was able to get good win on it up over the goaltender. Komets jump ahead 5-1, 11:36 to go. Looking awful good, Bob.
Yeah, it's getting that way now. So let's see what we have going. To 1 with 11:36 to go. And the fans are up now, I'll tell you. Lee Davidson back on the draw, trying to get his man off the play. It's Pope loose, Chapdelaine back to the defense. Up the middle they come, fired back in the Fort Wayne corner. After it is Richardson. Little poke up the boards to Davidson. Davidson looks, feeds it in. Hankinson heads for the corner. A lot of debris down on the ice. Hank around behind the net. Couldn't get to the puck, and here they come back. All the way to center, to the line. Cernich going deep. Feeds it all the way across ring. Front of the net, broken up by the Komets. Out of the zone one more time they come.
Penalties coming up. It's either against Smith or the San Diego player. They're both checking each other, and all of a sudden one player ends up with a stick, and I believe Smith grabbed the stick out of the San Diego player, drawing a holding penalty right now. Komets will be a man short. And again, they're getting the announcement on the goal. Savage getting it. Scotty Gruel assist. We'll see if there's another one off.
All right, that was at 8:49. Gruel and Richard. Savage the goal. Power play time, Komets. As Boyce now out of the penalty box. Face-off is inside the Fort Wayne zone. Up on top of the circle to the right of Pokey Reddick.
That's Savage's third goal of the playoff. And if you asked him, he'd say that was the biggest one, even though it was the 5th one, giving him a 5-1 lead. He's got to be awful happy to pop that one.
He got the winner in the second game in San Diego, too, on almost an identical play with Gruel. Somebody bounced. What happened here?
The crowd jumping up, of course, the bench penalty given to Dudley on a bench penalty right now. That'll nullify the penalty Smith got, and that'll put him back to even strength. And you're seeing the frustration right through the coaching staff and the players. And as you mentioned before, Bob, still with 11 minutes to go. This is a classy, experienced hockey team. They've got 11 minutes to play. Keep playing hockey, guys.
And that's what I say that has worried me. I want to make sure they keep playing hockey because they're out of control. They're out of control. So we're even Steven at 5 aside. Here we come, back in the Fort Wayne corner. Reddick leaves it. Look out behind the net. Take a look. Near boards. Up it comes as Davidson always taking his time. At center, here comes Lusick. Lusick at the zone. Shoots, it's knocked down. Off into the front of the net it comes. Pulled aside. Komets pick it up again. In goes the Komets one more time. Davidson trying to make it play. Down deep in the corner, Hankinson ties it up. They bring it to the front of the net. All the way out they come. On the left side, still trying to move it. Arneal coming to center ice. Arneal to the Fort Wayne line. Offside goes the winger as they pushed Cernich off the play. They're still at neutral ice trying to find a hole. Can't do the job. In they come, wide left side, trying to get a shot away. To the net, right through the goal crease. Here come the Komets back up ice. They are tired right now as Davidson couldn't get it. Boyce coming out with Savage. Here they come as Boise with all that energy coming into the line. Broken up one time. Here's Ian with it. Up, it's pulled away. Out to center now. Boyce turns to center to Savage. Savage looking. Cross rink it comes. John Mark couldn't hold the pass. Back it goes. And it's going to be Lindy Ruff. Getting away. Savage knocked him down. Boyce got it. Up in front to Savage. Boyce at the net. Couldn't play it as Savage is wrapped up by the defense. Back comes San Diego to the Fort Wayne line. John Mark on the play. Back to neutral ice again. Up it comes. Popped right into the Fort Wayne bench. Boy, I mean to tell you, it may be 5-1, folks, but nobody has pulled in 1 inch. San Diego is just going as hard as they know how.
Exactly. They're playing tough hockey right now. The Komets, of course, clearing the zone. Savage having a bit of a chance there. Boise standing on the shot. But again, the Komets changing very quickly. The key to Al Sims' coaching so far, and it's going to have to be for the next 9 minutes. Change the lines as quick as you can.
So the face-off back in the neutral zone. Scotty Gruel in to take the face-off this time. And I believe he's going to draw this time against Larry Floyd. And it taps back all the way to the defense. Here comes Lindy Ruff over center. He looks going wide left side, followed by Wilkie. He spins away. Wilkie trying to get him all the way into Scotty Gruel. Off behind the net. Look out, Pokey. Pokey was in a poke-checking contest there with a man behind the net at the line. Here they come. Scotty couldn't get it out. Floyd got it. Scotty had a piece of it. Now John Mark can't get to it. Now moves away. Boy, I'll tell you, you think this Swain can't play. Down on the ice goes John Mark, but he falls on the puck. And Doug Smale, he's got to be one of the quickest hockey players I've ever seen. He was everywhere all at once that time. A one-man checking gang inside the Komet zone.
Well, about 3 minutes ago when they had about 4 shots on Pokey, and he come up big, a deflected save that he made. Mel just skated down by Pokey all by himself, looked him straight in the eyes, shook his head, and just sort of said, "Can't believe you, kid. You're unbelievable."
They've seen each other before. 9:24 left in the match. 5-1. Komets. Ruff back in the zone. Through the middle. Plugged up one time. Going deep in the boards. All the way. Side of the net this time. Kicked out again. As they got McKegney in front of the net. Hanging on. Pokey Reddick. 7:49 to go. Power play Komets. Here he comes. Scotty Gruel for the draw. Back in the corner, played by the Komets, John Mark Richard. We're 4 aside at the moment. Richard behind the net. One man up Arneal. Here comes John Mark. Still looking for room. Still holding behind the net. Burning up a little time to Bob Wilkie, and Wilkie strides to the San Diego line. In goes Wilkie all the way in now. Looks. Oh, he lost it. Back out at center, picked up by Richard, burning a little more time off. Fed loose on the play. Scotty Gruel off and looked out, around behind the net, came to the far corner, kept in momentarily by Savage, couldn't play it. Up they come now. San Diego at center. Cernich coming to the Fort Wayne line, going to the net on the play. It's tipped, but it's wide. Now back out they come. Gruel turns it out to center ice. Savvy's got it. Couldn't play it. Picked up by Ferner. Ferner chased off. Wilkie or Willett into the zone. Here's Willie. Fires. Save. Oh! And Willett picked off on the play. Off behind the net they come. One high stick. Here's Richardson. In he goes, but offside.
Offside, they're calling it. Willett breaking right in there and taking a real two-hander from the defense.
On wowo, Komet.
Cup playoffs. Again, a great play.
Before we announce the goal scorer, this request is coming from the Komet bench.
The ice was littered with debris, confetti, other paraphernalia. The fans went nuts. They're getting a little bit of a lecture now from public address announcer Jim Amstutz.
Players and the coaches of the
Brooms have come on the ice.
Fort Wayne Komet goal.
What a great play by Chibarev.
Of the game. It's the Komet's 5th power play goal.
Igor picks up the rebound right in the slot. Malarchuk's stick was broken on the play. There it is, wide open net. Igor Chibarev. His 7th goal of the playoffs, 20th point.
2 minutes and 57 seconds to go. They don't need any delays. They want to see that clock run, get on it down, and bring that cup and champagne out here.
Here's Igor's music. Well, well, well. Igor, his 2nd of the night. And here comes a little more time.
Assisted by Smith. He was the one that walked in first right from the faceoff. He got a bit of a weak shot off. The rebound was kicked out. All of a sudden, Igor pops in for the loose puck.
Ruff is gone. I mean, really gone. Really gone. He is really gone.
He's popping off to somebody up in the press box, and whether it's the commissioner of the league or what it is, I guess they're a little upset with this referee doing the first game, calling all the penalties, and now they bring him right back in here for number 4. Ruff feels they got a bad deal with a bad referee, but he's called a very good game. Even though we're winning this game, it's easy for us to say, but he's called a well-balanced hockey game tonight.
Hoberg is talking to Ruff, saying, buddy, your career is in jeopardy here.
Well, Lindy Ruff's been around a long, long time, and he's not doing what he should be doing at this point here. Get off the ice, show your class, and leave the ice. It's over. You know you're frustrated. You're down 4-0, and you're out of this. It's over. In all respect to him, he's slugged a lot of ice time, and he's their number 1 key guy on that hockey team.
So, 17:03. So, Ruff got the heave-ho.
That's tough. The announcer right now making an announcement that they'd like to have all the fans stay in their seat and be calm and cool. After 20 years, there's a few fans out here that may not know what the heck they've been doing after 20. They've been saving up a lot of energy.
He made a good call again. I don't think he called a minor penalty. He just threw Ruff out. And let's see what it is.
At this point here, the Komets, they just like to drop the puck, play the clock. We don't need any more goals to stir anything up. We're going to end up getting Dudley, the coach of San Diego, into it. He's popping off now. Before you know it, he'll be doing something crazy over there and throwing something on the ice that is just going to delay it longer and longer.
Yeah, Dudley's got a game.
I remember a game long, long time ago in Toledo where we were in the playoffs and we were getting on the verge of eliminating them. And there was like a minute left in the game and they couldn't get it going. Ted Garvin Of course, one of the old IHL coaches, he was really getting rambunctious on the bench there. And I think it was Terry McDougall was at center ice, just like Davidson is right now. And he walked up to Doogie and just told, I'm going to drop the puck. Don't you dare cross the red line or go down towards Toledo net. And Doogie dropped the puck, and they came back into our zone, stood around with the puck, waited for the clock to tick off, and all of a sudden we headed for the dressing room, and the poor referees couldn't get off the ice.
That's right. That was the night they picked up everything. The chairs, the cooling fans, they tore down the glass on the boards, and Teddy Garvin made his players drop the puck at center ice and skate in and score one time after another.
And I believe what started it was we beat them 2-1. And with about a minute to go in the game, there was a goal scored on me in the crease. It was a real scramble, and the referee blew the whistle very quickly. They scored, and he called the goal off because someone was in the crease holding me down, and all heck broke loose. And when heck breaks loose in Toledo,
oh my!
I just don't mean the word heck.
Now there's a little town up in Michigan called Hell too. I'll tell you that. Great little town. So all right, just the only penalties that were called were those necessary. Look at this dorkhead Anderson. He's going to try to get a little foxy now. He played in the first game and almost hurt a couple of people. It's 6-1, and what is he going to do? Start running people. So the Komet fans are just going to have to slow it down long enough to get this game over. I can understand the ecstasy. I'd like to be out of here myself right now. I'm going to be in the locker room after the game, and Robbie Irons and Ron Gregory will be up here. Now back go the Komets, back in the corner. Look out, guys. There's going to be some running. Here we come. Look out from the net. The shot wide. All the way far boards. Hankinson staying in. It's a shooting gallery in the corner. Here's Guy Dupuis. Up the boards. Guy looking again. Tries to get it out of the zone. Can't do it. But here's Ian Boyce coming out. He has help with Hankinson. Ian just slides a little pass. That's a classy way to make your game right now. Just keep it out of there. Here they come back to center. Back in the corner goes Richardson. Makes the play. Back comes the Komets to the line. They feed it out the middle. Now it is Smitty dumping it right back in the corner. As it is behind the net, San Diego still playing it. Gruel trying to steal it. Couldn't get the job done. Held in the zone. And here they come back up one more time. Arneal chased off the play. In goes Savage, holding it at the line. Savvy pushed it away. Up they come all the way to center. At the line, here comes Swale. Smale coming in now. Couldn't get his shot away. Off behind the net. Here's McDonough. Far boards trying to make a play. In the slot. The shot. The save. Pokey with another save. Komets coming behind the net with a minute 40. Up the glass. Out to center. Knocked down at the line. As it's Ferner making the puck. Back it comes to the line. Into the zone wide all the way to the corner. Smale can't get to the puck. Arneal's got it instead. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5 men. Back out it comes. Dumped all the way back inside the San Diego zone. 1:20 left in the game. Here they come again. Moving is DeGray. Coming to the line. He fires. Reddick with a save. Rebound. Knocked down. Cleared to center ice. DeGray's got it again. 1:05 left to go. The voice of hockey beginning to really let her fly. Into the line. Poked back into the corner. Off it goes. And around behind the net. Picked up. Kept at the zone. Turned back in the corner. Komets have it again. Now it's McDonald. Wheeling it back out. It's all the way back inside the San Diego zone. DeGray back in the corner with 45 seconds. Around behind the net. 1 4-checker. Up the middle it comes. Held into the zone. Now they got it again. And it's Willett just driving it into the corner. Kept in deep by Chibarev. 36 seconds to go. Up comes San Diego to center. Komets break it up. McDonald trying to feed it through. Into the zone they go. Chapdelaine. A drive wide of the net. Came to the far corner. Picked up by McSween on the boards. All the way around the net it comes. And it's chased down by Lucic. Lucic coming up the boards. Here's Igor. Igor has some room with 15 seconds. Moves it off. And Hers got it at center. Fires it back in the San Diego corner. Floyd back to take the play with 8 seconds. Floyd starts back up ice. Here they come. Counting it down. Hey! Komets win. The turn. Oh, boy.
Say that again. Say that again.
Komets win the Turner Cup. A 20-year drought. Whoa, what a team, what a game, what a series. What a year. The Komets out there having a ball right here and now. You wait for it. It's worth every second.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Players, management, coaches, everybody connects with the hockey team down there jumping all over Pokey. And, of course, if you're going to give the MVP, Pokey's got to be it. He was the leader all the way. 12-game sweep, no losses in the playoffs. Turner Cup champion. Bring it out, get it out to center ice, and let's see it. Well, Komet fans, nobody leaving, everybody standing.
Have a little bit of semblance here, but it's unbelievable. The celebration begins. Pokey Reddick being hoisted up by the team. He'll be the game's most valuable player.
They head downstairs, and Ron Gregory and Robbie Irons will take care of things here. We'll get into the post-game show first on WoWo Komet.
We're heading downstairs right now to join the team celebration on the ice. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our celebration, we would like to thank the San Diego Gulls for being such a great...
Well, it was a hard-fought series. You're seeing the traditional handshakes at center ice. Just an amazing job by Pokey Reddick. An amazing job by Pokey Reddick.
You better come in and celebrate with me.
What a moment for the Fort Wayne Komets.